Recently, my team at the Koalition was presented the opportunity to join the Marvel Rivals beta. Some of us enjoyed the console version of the game, and I myself played the PC version. With that being said, this preview is based on my experience of NetEase's Marvel Rivals beta on the PC. Marvel Rivals is a frantic hero shooter that allows players to hone the abilities of iconic Marvel characters. On the surface, it looks like another popular hero shooter on the market, one that I myself have spent countless hours playing, that game being Overwatch. Much of what you'd find in Overwatch is here. Hero roles, passives, objectives, high ground, low ground, ultimate abilities activated with the Q button, XQC. Speaking of which, original Overwatch players will be pleased to know that Marvel Rivals adapts the 6v6 format, something which was changed to 5v5 when the Overwatch 2 reset occurred. But that's for another video. Despite the Overwatch similarities, Marvel Rivals aims to give enough to separate itself from the likely comparison. One of the ways it achieves this is by putting the fun at the forefront of the experience. Other games appeal more to tryhards who seek out the competitive edge, forcing them to assemble the perfect team composition to optimize their possibility of a victory. But Marvel Rivals feels like it just wants to allow players to pick the heroes they feel like playing and have a blast. Heroes are sorted into the tank, damage, and support categories. While I did feel myself having fun with the game, I have to admit that it's somewhat of a balancing nightmare compared to an Overwatch. With Overwatch, Blizzard prides itself on addressing balancing issues. When a hero is too oppressive, they'll swoop in and nerf them, pleasing the competitive community. It will be interesting to see what stance NetEase takes on this when the game is officially released. Marvel characters are known for their strengths and weaknesses. There are heroes that are designed to get the better of other heroes in this universe. So will NetEase keep the fun and authenticity of the characters, or will they choose to keep the game as balanced as possible by nerfing heroes that are strong and oppressive? An example of this dynamic is that characters like Venom, Iron Man, and Scarlet Witch can feel extremely oppressive to those who wish to play, let's say, Black Panther. Black Panther's playstyle is dependent on him jumping into the fray to unleash his vibranium claws, spear toss, and spinning kick, leaving himself vulnerable in the process. Should you fail to connect these abilities, the likelihood of you surviving is very low. Thus, unless you're highly skilled and have the reflexes of a 16-year-old, it's a safer bet to choose a more reliable hero over Black Panther if you're playing to win. The issue of balancing becomes increasingly important when you have players picking up the game who are superfans of a particular character. If their hero feels underpowered or not fun to play, this could ruin the experience for that player. Of course, it's too early to say if this will be a problem, but it's something to think about. Developer NetEase made an interesting design choice by setting this game in a third-person perspective. Overwatch is a first-person hero shooter. There's no denying that Overwatch's first-person perspective leads to a more immersive gameplay experience. But what Marvel Rivals loses in immersion, it gains in style. The decision to go with third person evens out when you consider the cool factor in seeing your favorite Marvel heroes act out your movements. Because just seeing the Hulk's ripped forearms at the side of your screen would not be as cool as actually witnessing his whole body jump around the map and smash on enemies. The third person perspective also gives you a better look at the destructible environments. One of this game's signatures is that you can quite literally destroy your surroundings, something you'd expect to happen with so many superpowered beings fighting one another. One of the aspects of Marvel Rivals that NetEase excels at is the team-up abilities. In Marvel Comics and its movie counterpart, the MCU, hero team-ups are an important part of the universe. We enjoy seeing our heroes work together to take down a common enemy. Marvel Rivals takes this concept and perfectly incorporates it into the hero shooter arena. The team-up abilities are hero-specific and depends on the relationships between the characters. For instance, Scarlet Witch has team-up abilities with her father Magneto. Jeff the Land Shark and Rocket Raccoon can hop on Groot's shoulders, allowing the Groot player to take control of their movement while they unleash their arsenal. Other team-ups in the beta include Symbiote Bond with Spider-Man, Penny Parker, and Venom, and Ragnarok Rebirth with Thor, Hela, and Loki. When you think of all the potential heroes they could add in the future, like Wolverine, Captain America, Deadpool, or Gambit, the potential for cool team-up abilities is endless. Like, what if there's an Avenger team-up that allows a worthy Captain America to wield Thor's hammer Mjolnir? Lore-wise, the story of Marvel Rivals feels timely, given what's currently happening in the MCU. Think of it as something similar to the Secret Wars Battle World. The game takes place in its own multiverse, where Doctor Doom has broken the universe by battling his own future counterpart. And now the heroes and villains from the Marvel Universe must fight for either one of the Dooms to secure their future in the universe. Of course, a lot more will be revealed of this story when the game releases, but as it stands, it's a broad enough template to carry the experience through many season cycles. They could do a lot with this concept. Performance-wise, the game would benefit from some optimization. I'm running a Ryzen 7 3700X, an RTX 3070, and 8GB of RAM, and I experienced quite a few frame rate dips. Marvel Rivals is a game that needs to be optimized for the widest range of rigs possible for it to succeed, so hopefully they get this right. In closing, as someone who has played Overwatch for the full 8 years of its existence, Marvel Rivals has me excited for the future. We have an exciting hero shooter with the biggest and best pool of heroes in any IP, and not only is this game promising, but I do believe that the competition that Marvel Rivals brings to the genre will improve other long-standing hero shooters already on the market. There's a reason that Blizzard is exploring bringing back 6v6 to Overwatch after all. And I'm not saying Marvel Rivals is the only reason, but there's no denying that Blizzard will be forced to keep its player base happy once Marvel Rivals hits the market. This game is serious competition, and the potential for this game to take over the market is there. Marvel Rivals is currently slated for Q1 or Q2 2025. Look out for future coverage of this game on thekoalition.com or here on the Koalition Gaming YouTube channel. Peace out, everyone.